Labor Day weekend represents the second highest book purchasing period of the summer, trailing only Father's Day weekend. Yet 70% of authors completely ignore it in their marketing calendars. While everyone's focused on back-to-school shopping for supplies and clothing, millions of readers are specifically looking for books to accompany long weekend travel, transition into fall reading, and prepare for the busy season ahead. Authors who position campaigns around this transition point can capture buyers at a moment when they're already in spending mode and actively seeking new content. Labor Day weekend isn't just the unofficial end of summer. It's a psychological transition point where readers shift from beach reads to fall fiction, from vacation mode to productive routines, from spontaneous browsing to intentional book buying. The weekend combines immediate opportunity, with travelers seeking reading material for flights and road trips, and strategic positioning opportunity as you bridge summer campaigns into fall launches. Understanding how to leverage both the holiday itself and the seasonal transition it represents can transform this overlooked weekend into a significant revenue driver. And if you find this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Labor Day weekend triggers specific reader behaviors that smart authors can anticipate and serve. The holiday falls at a moment of transition, and transitions create psychological openness to new things, including new books and new authors. Research on consumer behavior during transitional periods shows people are significantly more willing to try unfamiliar products when they're already in a state of change. For book buyers, this means Labor Day weekend presents an unusually receptive audience for debut authors and series starters. The weekend itself drives three distinct buying patterns. First, travel reading. Millions of people are taking final summer trips, facing flights, road trips, and vacation downtime. They need books immediately, and they're less price-sensitive than usual because they're already spending on travel. One thriller author tracked her Labor Day weekend sales over 5 years and found that her backlist titles sold at nearly triple their normal rate during the 4-day weekend, with the highest concentration of purchases happening late Friday and early Saturday mornings as travelers prepared for departures. Second, end-of-summer reflection purchases. As the season closes, readers often feel they missed their summer reading goals. They buy books with intention to read during the fall, viewing them as carrying forward the relaxation and pleasure they associate with summer. Romance and women's fiction see particularly strong Labor Day sales because readers want to extend the escapist reading experience they associate with warmer months. The psychology here is fascinating. These buyers aren't necessarily reading the books over the holiday weekend. They're purchasing comfort and anticipation. Third, new season preparation. Labor Day marks the start of fall routines, back to school for families, return to busier work schedules for professionals. This creates demand for books that help people prepare, organize, and optimize. Self-help, productivity, and educational titles consistently see sales spikes the week before and during Labor Day weekend. Parents buying books for themselves while they're already shopping for school supplies. Professionals treating themselves to development reading as they gear up for fall quarter. The purchasing mindset is already active. Here's where positioning becomes critical. Most authors who market around Labor Day use generic holiday messaging, but the authors who see the strongest results frame their books specifically around the transition. The contemporary fiction author ran 2 different Labor Day campaigns in consecutive years. First year, she promoted her beach read with the message, "Enjoy your last summer weekend." Sales were modest. Second year, she promoted the same book with "Take summer with you into fall." Sales doubled. The book didn't change. The framing of when and why to read it changed everything. Labor Day marketing requires precise timing because you're working with both immediate holiday shoppers and longer-term seasonal transition. The most effective campaigns start 2 weeks before the holiday weekend, building anticipation and catching early planners, then pivot immediately after the weekend to capitalize on fall momentum. 2 weeks out, your messaging should focus on preparation and anticipation. Travelers are booking trips and thinking about what they'll need. Families are wrapping up summer activities and beginning to think about fall schedules. Your content during this period should bridge both mindsets. One historical fiction author created a 2-week pre-Labor Day campaign with the theme, "Books for Every Part of Your Journey." She featured different titles for different reading moods. Light beach reads for vacation mode, engaging mysteries for travel time, thought-provoking literary fiction for the transition to fall. The campaign didn't push any single book. It positioned her entire backlist as solutions for this transitional moment. Sales across all titles increased by 40% compared to the same period the previous year. The weekend itself requires different messaging. This is when urgency works. Limited time pricing, holiday-specific bundles, last chance for summer reading framing. But here's the critical mistake most authors make. They end their Labor Day marketing on Monday night. The smart play is to extend the transition messaging for 2 weeks after the holiday, positioning your books as bridges into fall. A cozy mystery author tested this approach. She ran standard Labor Day weekend promotions through Monday, then immediately launched a Welcome to Fall Reading Season campaign featuring the same books with different positioning. The post-holiday 2 weeks generated 30% more sales than the holiday weekend itself. Seasonal content evolution matters enormously during this period. Your social media, email newsletters, and website should visibly transition from summer themes to fall themes, and your books should be positioned as part of that transition. This is where authors miss massive opportunities. Instead of abandoning summer entirely, carry it forward as nostalgia and anticipation. A romance author created Instagram content showing her books styled with both summer beach accessories and fall cozy elements, explicitly framing them as stories that work in both seasons. The visual representation of transition performed significantly better than either pure summer or pure fall imagery. This is also where dynamic QR codes become strategically valuable. Authors who print promotional materials for summer book festivals and events can update those same QR codes to point to fall campaigns without reprinting anything. The bookmark you distributed in July at a beach town festival can drive Labor Day weekend sales, then September launch promotions, then holiday shopping campaigns, all from the same physical code. Smart authors using tools like Min's Print Once and campaign year-round. I'm about to save you from reprinting your entire book. 20 seconds. Watch. Your summer sale ended 3 months ago, but your book still says 30% off. With Min's, you swap the promotion behind any QR code anytime. Print once, promote forever. www.mins.at. Your book deserves a QR code that actually works. Now, let's keep going. The Labor Day weekend presents unique challenges for cross-platform marketing because your audience is literally on the move. Mobile optimization isn't just important during this weekend, it's essential. Data from holiday weekend shopping behavior shows that over 80% of Labor Day purchases happen on mobile devices, primarily during short windows of downtime while traveling. Your book pages, checkout processes, and promotional landing pages must load instantly and function flawlessly on phones. Email marketing timing shifts dramatically during holiday weekends. Normal open rates don't apply. Research shows that Labor Day weekend emails sent between 6 and 8 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday morning see open rates nearly double typical weekday sends because people are checking email during travel downtime. But Monday, the actual holiday, sees the lowest email engagement of any day all year. People are actively doing things, not checking inboxes. One author tested this precisely, sending identical promotional emails at different times across the 4-day weekend. Saturday morning at 7 a.m. generated a 23% open rate and drove 47 sales. Monday afternoon at 2 p.m. generated a 4% open rate and drove 2 sales. Social media engagement follows travel and activity patterns. Friday evening and very early Saturday morning see high engagement from people preparing to travel or traveling. Saturday afternoon through Sunday drops significantly as people are actively on vacation. Sunday evening and Monday morning spike again as people are traveling home or relaxing before the holiday ends. Your posting schedule should match these patterns, not your normal content calendar. And your content should acknowledge where people are mentally. Posts about what are you reading this long weekend perform substantially better than standard book promotion posts because they match the audience mindset. The measurement challenge with holiday weekend marketing is separating immediate results from longer-term positioning value. Sales during the weekend itself are one metric, but the more important measurement is how effectively you've positioned for fall. Track not just Labor Day weekend sales but September sales, email list growth through the transition period, and social media engagement on fall-themed content. One self-help author views Labor Day weekend as a bridge campaign rather than a destination campaign. She measures success not by weekend sales but by how many Labor Day weekend visitors convert to email subscribers who then buy during fall launches. By that measure, her Labor Day campaigns consistently deliver her highest value subscribers of the year. The Labor Day weekend succeeds as a marketing opportunity when you understand it's not really about the holiday itself. It's about transitions, about readers moving from one season and mindset to another, and positioning your books as companions for that journey. The immediate weekend opportunity is real, with travel reading and holiday shopping driving sales. But the strategic value is in using the weekend as a bridge from summer campaigns to fall launches. Your action plan starts with timing. Begin Labor Day campaigns 2 weeks before the weekend to capture early planners and travel shoppers. Focus weekend messaging on urgency and immediate reading needs, then extend transition messaging for 2 weeks after to position for fall. Second, optimize everything for mobile because your audience is literally moving. Fast load times and simple checkout processes matter more this weekend than any other. Third, align your content calendar with travel and activity patterns, posting when people are actually checking their devices, not when your normal schedule dictates. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We put out new content every week analyzing what actually works in publishing, focusing on opportunities most authors overlook. Drop a comment below. How do you approach holiday weekend marketing, and what's been your most successful seasonal transition campaign? And if you want these strategies delivered straight to your inbox every week, subscribe to our newsletter. The sign-up link is in the description. And if you're serious about maximizing every seasonal opportunity, check out Minz. Their dynamic QR code system lets you print promotional materials once and update them for every campaign throughout the year. The bookmarks you distribute at summer festivals can drive Labor Day sales, fall launches, and holiday shopping without reprinting a single one. Same code, unlimited campaigns. Head to minz.at to get started. The authors who win with seasonal marketing don't just react to holidays. They understand transitions and position their books as bridges between seasons, moods, and reader mindsets.